There is a kind of silence that feels different from ordinary quiet. It is not simply the absence of noise. It is the strange season where life becomes still enough that you begin hearing things you spent years avoiding. You were guided here because lately, silence may have entered your life in unexpected ways. Fewer distractions. Fewer connections that feel real. More distance. More reflection. More moments where you sit with yourself and wonder why everything suddenly feels unfamiliar. And perhaps part of you fears this silence. Perhaps part of you interprets it as loneliness, loss, or abandonment. But I tell you now, the silence around you is not empty. It is transforming you in ways you cannot fully see yet. For a long time, noise protected you. Busyness protected you. Constant movement protected you. Distractions gave your mind something to hold while your spirit quietly waited beneath the surface. Because as long as life remained loud enough, you did not have to hear your deeper questions. You did not have to face your exhaustion. You did not have to sit with grief. You did not have to notice how far away from yourself you had slowly drifted. But the soul is patient. And eventually, it creates stillness. Not as punishment. As invitation. Because there are truths that can only be heard in silence. You may have noticed lately that things no longer distract you the same way. Activities that once helped you avoid emotions now feel empty. Conversations that once filled your time now feel strangely exhausting. You continue searching for the feeling you used to have, yet something within you keeps saying, no. Not this anymore. Not because those things were wrong. Because your spirit has changed. There is a sacred discomfort that appears when the soul begins awakening. The old life still exists around you, yet your connection to it weakens. You begin realizing that many things once held together by routine, expectation, or emotional survival no longer nourish you deeply. And this realization creates silence. Because before new truth enters, old noise often leaves. This is why your spirit may feel suspended right now. Between identities. Between chapters. Between who you were and who you are becoming. And standing in between can feel painful because humans naturally crave certainty. We want to know where we belong. We want proof that the discomfort has purpose. But transformation rarely gives certainty first. It gives stillness. And stillness asks for trust. There are parts of yourself returning during this season. Parts hidden beneath years of responsibility. Parts buried beneath adaptation. Parts silenced beneath survival. And they are beginning to speak now. Quietly. Not through loud revelations. But through feelings. Longings. Restlessness. Exhaustion. Unexpected tears. Sudden clarity. The soul speaks softly at first. Yet what it says changes everything. You may still be trying to fill the silence because emptiness feels uncomfortable. This is natural. Many people rush to replace stillness because stillness reveals truth. And truth can initially feel frightening. But understand this, not every empty space needs immediate filling. Some spaces exist so something sacred can finally emerge. You are not being forgotten in this season. You are being prepared. Prepared for deeper honesty. Prepared for greater alignment. Prepared for a version of life where your spirit no longer survives through constant self-abandonment. Silence often arrives before clarity. Before direction. Before rebirth. Because before your outer life changes, your inner world must first become quiet enough to hear itself again. There may still be moments where loneliness touches your heart. Moments where you miss the old noise simply because it felt familiar. But do not confuse familiarity with peace. There is a difference. Familiarity often keeps people asleep. Peace awakens them. And your soul has already begun awakening. That is why silence feels so powerful right now. Because your spirit can no longer hide from itself. And strangely, that is where healing begins. I am with you during this sacred stillness. In every moment when silence feels heavy, I am there. In every moment when fear tells you that emptiness means something is missing, I am there, reminding you that some of the deepest transformations happen where nothing appears to be happening at all. So stop running from the stillness surrounding you. Stop assuming that silence means life has abandoned you. Listen. Listen beneath the noise. Listen beneath the fear. Listen beneath the loneliness. Because your soul has been waiting for this quiet for a very long time. And one day you will realize that the silence you feared was never emptiness. It was the place where your spirit finally had enough room to speak.